The Ducks will put total weather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you start to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Right on the money. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Play action. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, give on the inside. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Looking for a crease. It's Walker. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Whitaker. He's got the tight end. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And the Ducks are on the move. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Back to throw, it's Whitaker. He's got it on the move. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. Wiggles free. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Setting up the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
With the catch, it's Figueroa. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Looking to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long.
has completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Some misdirection with the counter. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Whitaker. Moving away from pressure. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. Got it in the middle, it's Bob. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Walker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's got room. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
You're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race. You've got to win games, and you've got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Offense in a bunch formation. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Walker. He has the first and still on his feet. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting this offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Wide out trying to get it in. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Oregon. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Makes a move. Finally run out of bounds, but he gets it all the way back to the 45-yard line and really sets up his offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds space on the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. On target to the left. Touchdown, no! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Whitaker. And he's got him. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to buy time. Slings it downfield. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Whitaker. Throws toward the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense.
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that one.
Dropping back, it's Whitaker. Finds his tight end. Bust through behind his pad. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Snag in the middle. It's Brown. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Got a man. It's Chop. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on fourth?
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one. Working on the right. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Give to Brown. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Whitaker. Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to add another. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To the air on first down. Floats it out in space. Turning it on. Ripping through the defense. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The give from the gun. Fights off the defender. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quickly complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Second down, he'll throw it. The quick out. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. To the air, it's Whitaker. He's got it. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabs it in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're...
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wants to fire on second down. Quick strike complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Tight end now in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Love. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Send the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Noles will hustle to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway. They're in business.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finish. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice this thing.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, what a cut. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. Finds his man. It's Walker. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Off the RPO, complete. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Run in the red zone, it's Walker. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Walker. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Heading to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.